This is Ling 270, Language, Technology, and Society, Module 4, Printing. In this lesson, we'll talk about the digital revolution. So in this module, we focused a lot on one very specific kind of language technology, and that is a invention which produces physical documents. This invention had very profound societal impacts. But of course, it's not really very widely used today. So as we know from personal experience, a lot of printing documents which previously would have been printed have been greatly replaced by digital text. So we see that although printing had a fairly profound societal impact, it's falling out of use now. But the important thing to consider is that language technologies, whether printing or what are writing systems or digital technology, all affect society in the same kind of ways because they all affect the way that we communicate with each other. So with the development of representing text electronically, we're able to communicate across the world only in a matter of seconds. And this, of course, has a very profound way on the way that we are able to communicate. We're able to have classes digitally now, just for example. That is, a very major societal change that I don't think I need to underscore for you all. And there are major social ramifications that happened with the spread of electric communication. And we can see that these social effects are very similar to the effects that were produced by the printing press. I'll just go through a sample of them, but I'd like you to kind of reflect on your own as to what kind of effects the digital revolution is having on our current society, many of which we probably are still have yet to learn about. So one of which would be things like social networks. So communication technologies and the ways we socialize with each other and the way that we organize politically has been affected very strongly by social networking systems. So we see that people like Mark Zuckerberg are testifying in front of Congress now. That might not, and that's probably something that would have been unthinkable even just 10 years before that. So we see just how quickly this kind of social change is happening and how our politics and our communication is being affected by these new technologies. We also see that there's very easy access to a large amounts of information. We see that this has significantly affected the way that education can be done, and also how people can communicate and access research. That's another factor. There's also been profound economic impact of the digital revolution. So there's much more kinds of employment, especially today, in the tech sector related to the maintenance of these kind of communication technologies. So yeah, these are just a sample of 3 kinds of societal effects which the digital revolution has had on society. And I would argue that there would be even more parallels, the more you think about it, that the printing press had as well. So in the same way that the printing press had a very profound effect on society, I believe we will see the digital revolution have a profound and wide-ranging effect as well.